Hey everybody, Chef's Bonus here. We are back baking because everybody loved those baking videos so far. No, you didn't, but I don't care. So we're back baking. We're gonna do some blondies real quick, real easy. I've got a buttered 10-inch skillet over on the other side. And right now I've got my butter, which was room temperature, but it's probably frozen solid right now because it's about 30 degrees out. I'm gonna put in this brown sugar, which is also frozen. We're going to start mixing. So I'm going to cream these together. I'm good. I'll just keep moving it by hand. It's going to warm up. These are the perils of cooking and baking outdoors. But best thing about these blondies, I love making them on the smoker. The reason being is that the smoke flavor doesn't necessarily infuse into the actual baking process of the brownie, but the chocolate chips is what it infuses into, which is pretty awesome. So when you bite into them, it tastes like a regular brownie, and then you'll get these like pops of smoke from the chocolate chips. All right, I'm gonna hit this with a little bit of vanilla. All right, let me get my egg. Make sure there's no shells. I always crack into a separate bowl to make sure I don't have shells. So I'm going against time here, trying to get this to fluff up, which is actually looking pretty good right now. So I'm going to add in my dry ingredients. Half. Other half. I'm sure you bakers out there are cringing while I make this outside in the freezing cold weather, but hey, these are the joys of cooking outdoors. So I'm going to incorporate this all by hand. Fold in the chips. It's pretty decent looking cookie dough. Add the chips in there. National Blondie Day, everybody. Has to be in the winter, right? Couldn't be in the summer. Stay some warm out. Nope, has to be in the winter. So, this is all set. I'm going to press this into the pan to actually take advantage of all this smoke happening in the smoker. Right now, I got my buttered pan here. All right, so I got my buttered pan. I got my mess over there. Not going to worry about that. We'll push this down into the pan so I get a nice even blondie. So the dry mix has got some baking powder, flour, and salt. And that's it. So let's hope for the best. Put this at 350. Let's see how we do. All right, so we're holding steady around 350 over here. Don't mind my mess. But this is starting to come together. I've noticed that when I bake on, it's very hot, but I notice when I bake on a smoker, it does take a little bit longer. So if you're going to bake in an oven, it's going to be at 350 or 375 for 15 minutes. It always tends to be about another 10 minutes or so on a smoker, especially where I'm offsetting it so it's away from the heat baffles because I don't want the bottom to burn, so it could take a little bit longer for it. I may even move it up to the top shelf just because I want to make sure that it bakes through and it doesn't get too done on the bottom first. So we'll come back in a couple minutes and look at it. Okay, so this is looking good. It's it's more like a pan cookie than anything else, but it is starting to get brown here, as you can see. I want to make sure the bottom doesn't cook before the top, so I'm going to move it up to that top shelf and let it do some more slow cooking offset. All right, so I shifted this over a little bit more, and right now it's got that perfect brown all around, and that's where we want to be. The pan cookie, it puffed up about halfway. I think next time I might use a smaller pan to put it in there, or more batter, or not do it in the freezing cold weather. But I mean, that is still a delicious brownie, and I'm going to cut this up and I'm going to slap it with some ice cream and call it a day. So thanks for checking it out, and hopefully you can try this out on your own.